A 79-year-old Ohio woman is facing jail time all for her love of cats. Nancy Segula has been feeding the local stray cats for years, but while the famished felines are big fans of the elderly woman's passion for them, Nancy's neighbors are not. Now, after 3 years of warnings, citations, and complaints, the Garfield Heights pensioner is facing jail time. Nancy is expected to report to the county jail on August 11th at 9 a.m. to serve 10 days behind bars. Explaining why she risked so much for the cats in her area, Nancy told Fox 8 Cleveland it was simple. I am a cat lover. I used to have a neighbor that had a couple cats and he moved away and he left them, she told the news station. I would always feed them and care for them because I was worried about them and I'm a cat lover. Once my neighbors got upset about it, they called the animal warden. Nancy told Cleveland.com that the cats have helped her cope with the death of her husband. I miss my own kitties. They passed away. My husband passed away. I'm lonely. So the cats and kitties outside help me. Nancy's son, Dave Pulaski, has argued that the punishment is too harsh. I couldn't believe what my mother was telling me. She gets 10 days in county jail. I couldn't believe it, he told Fox 8. I'm sure people hear about the things that happen downtown in that jail, and they're going to let my 79-year-old mother go there. Nancy and her cats have a long history with local authorities. It all started 3 years ago when residents at Garfield Heights began demanding that the local animal warden take action against Nancy for feeding stray cats outside of her home. After the complaints didn't stop, the animal warden confronted Nancy about the issue and ordered her to clear the area of cats at her home and advised her of the city ordinance prohibiting feeding strays. Garfield Heights Police Department said in a statement shared on Facebook. Police explained that Nancy was made aware of her neighbor's concerns, but she continued to feed the felines. In 2015, she was cited for feeding cats, and then 2 years later, Nancy was cited for various charges related to feeding cats at her residence, police say. In July 2017, she was convicted of having too many cats at her residence, and she was placed on probation, according to the police statement. She was then hit with another citation in August of that year for failing to properly dispose of animal waste related to the numerous cats at her house and for continuing to feed the stray cats. She continued to feed the cats, so in May she faced a probation violation hearing. Nancy was again advised not to feed the cats, and her 10-day sentence was suspended with the understanding that she would comply with the court order, police added. However, at her review hearing last week, Nancy admitted to still feeding the stray cats, and she was sentenced to 10 days in county jail for contempt of court. Nancy has never been arrested by the police department or the animal warden. She has been cited and summoned into court to respond to the numerous city ordinance violations and probation violations, police said. In Garfield Heights, feeding stray animals is a violation of the city ordinance 505.23, and violation of this ordinance often results in large numbers of cats moving into one area and thereby creating a nuisance for neighbors, which happened in this manner. There is still a chance that Nancy will not have to go to jail as ahead of her sentence. Garfield Heights Municipal Court Judge Jennifer Wilner announced she wants to hear the case herself in hopes of determining a different solution other than jail, Cleveland.com reported. The court date has not been set. A lawyer for Nancy could not be immediately found. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, leave me your thoughts and opinions below in the comment section. Well, I can see both sides of the story, considering I'm an animal lover and I had to deal with some feral cats. I totally get that feeding feral cats just leads to more cats being born, but I think the city could have took a different route with this elderly lady, showed her some compassion since she was showing compassion to these animals.